So it is the morning after England have beaten the Netherlands 2-1 in quite an enthralling semi-final, it must be said. And, I see a lot of this negativity about England, and, this is just a short video to really express my sincere gratitude to the players. I really think people in this country, well, I'm actually not in England right now, but I do think people in England have a lack of understanding about how football works. They don't watch the Premier League week in, week out. They don't operate with a critical eye. They don't operate with any sort of contextual sense of how things operate. And I think it's very negligent. I think it's very naive. I think it's very ignorant of people to just criticise England for no reason. Yeah, so there is mass hysteria whenever England don't thump an opponent. There is mass hysteria whenever they're struggling to break down a rugged defence of Slovenia, of Denmark, of Slovakia. And if you watch football, you just know that this is not how the game always works. We see City every week blowing teams away with a defined system, with the greatest manager the world has ever seen, arguably. But obviously Southgate doesn't have the tools that Guardiola has. He doesn't have the tools of Klopp or Mourinho, Ancelotti, and some others. But what he's done is created a never give up spirit in England. He has created a calm and composed England that doesn't falter under pressure. To be honest, we haven't faltered under pressure. He has created a very positive spirit. The football doesn't reflect that, and the football could improve. No doubt we could have probably beaten some of our opponents by stronger margins in this tournament. But it doesn't matter, we are in the final, and I thought this would be the case in itself. The players are so gifted, they have so much quality, that the likes of Bellingham, the likes of Kane, the likes of Saka, they only need half chances. We're not creating a million of chances because probably Southgate is getting it wrong. He's not getting the best out of Foden. Bellingham could be playing better. We could all round be playing better. Kane is slightly older. Saka's doing a lot of the grafting on the right-hand side. Trent's not been playing. But against Netherlands, there was more space. It was more open. And you give the England players some space, they're going to absolutely find it with some great quality. And the likes of Watkins and Palmer coming off the bench are probably the best substitutions that we can possibly have. It's very much like Liverpool last season. Darwin Núñez and Elliott coming off the bench, making impact. Palmer's made an impact. Watkins has made an impact. So I was always very confident England would make it. The hysteria in the group stage was so unnecessary. The so-called geniuses in the punditry rooms of ITV, BBC, other broadcasters, very, very poor from them. They should have known better. A lot of them should be saying, we're fine. England will get to the finals. We will sort it out. They should know. The likes of Carragher and maybe Simon Jordan, they do tend to operate with more wisdom, in my opinion. But yes, no, of course. We've done very well. We've done very well to get to another final. We got to the final in Euro 2021. We got to the quarterfinals of the World Cup. We got to the semi-finals of the World Cup. This is, in my opinion, should be Gareth Southgate's last Euros, but for good reason, because it is time to probably move on and just see what more can be done. You don't want to leave things. You don't want him staying in the job for too long, which is probably a bit unnecessary. I think leave him with this win if we manage to get it, and I think we will get it. I don't see Spain. I've seen Spain. We've seen them play brilliant football this tournament, but England are a completely different side. They know how to switch it on. They know how to have a million tactics in the book, a million strategies in the book. So much quality in defence. What the fuck is that? One sec. Yeah, so much quality in defence, so many tricks that they can apply, and we haven't even seen the best of it, to be honest. So I think we will beat Spain, maybe 2-0, maybe 2-1, maybe 3-2. It's hard to predict the score, but I do think we will beat them. I think we are stronger, and I also think they're slightly overrated. Let's see, they beat Germany, they beat France, and they beat Georgia, I'm pretty sure that's who they had. Honestly, Germany and France are not finished packages. Germany's still a relatively new team that was playing together. France is not the same France that won the World Cup. It's not the same France that was in the final of last year. You know, the likes of Pogba, Kante, 2 years ago, the likes of Pogba, Kante. Obviously, Kante did very well, but he's slightly older. Griezmann was pretty anonymous the whole tournament. And Mbappe, just they couldn't really do much. In all honesty, France, and it's like they never really got going. To be honest, like, that's what I found with them. And Spain played with a lot of good passion. The opportunities were there. Rodri is one of the best midfielders in the world right now. Pedri obviously doing well, but again, I still don't, I don't really rate their defence. Laporte, I think, is vulnerable. Lenormand is vulnerable, and Morata probably he'll scuff his lines, in my opinion. What Spain do have is they do have a strong spirit. They know how to defy the odds, and they're a good team. That's very important with Spain. They are a very good team, but we're a good team as well. So if we overdo them, if we outweigh them with our quality, we outweigh them with our tenacity, and we get Saka on the ball and get Kane with a few chances, we pick up rhythm, and we have got a lot of rhythm. It was better. It got better against Switzerland, and it got better against Netherlands. So I think we'll win. I thought so from the start, and hopefully the country can have a fat fucking party. Come on, England!